Okay, so this question's about different types of energy stores for electricity generation, so energy resources. So, how does geothermal work? Basically, you take some cold water and you pour it down a very, very long pipe into the ground, and then the hot rocks underground will heat up that water until it becomes steam, and then you can use that to drive a turbine. So the hot rocks have got thermal energy, so that's the correct answer there. Hydroelectric power station, behind the dam, the water is very high up. Therefore, the water's got gravitational potential energy, so that's the correct answer for that one. Petrol generator, then for it to work, you're going to use combustion to release the energy in petrol, which is a chemical. Okay, so there we go. That one's chemical energy. And then finally, a wind turbine. The wind has got kinetic energy, linear kinetic energy, which it transfers to the rotational kinetic energy of the rotor of the wind turbine blades, the rotor. Okay, state which method of generating electricity does not use renewables. Okay, well, geothermal, that's renewable, it's not going to run out on a short time scale. Hydroelectric, that's renewable, as long as the rain keeps raining and filling up the dam, then that's renewable. And wind turbine, we're not going to run out of wind. Okay, it's caused by differential heating of the earth, so we're certainly not going to run out of that. But the petrol generator, okay, comes from fossil fuels, which are a finite resource which will run out. Now, the next bit of the question I really don't like, because I can think of loads of advantages of using wind turbines, but anyway, that's just me being green and wishing that actually that there were more wind turbines in the world and a bit less fossil fuels in the world. So, despite me not liking the question, let's have a crack at doing it anyway. Wind is a resource that doesn't blow all the time. So one idea that we could have is that the wind turbines only generate electricity when the wind blows. If the wind dies down and you have a still day, then you're not going to get any electricity generated. A consequence of that is it's quite difficult for the output of the wind turbines to match demand. Similar to a lot of renewable resources. It's difficult to, if everybody suddenly turns on their kettles or turns on their air conditioning units and more power is needed. Okay, it's difficult to achieve that. How do you achieve that? You can't ask the wind to blow a bit harder, can you? Some people complain about the noise pollution from wind turbines. I think it sounds quite nice myself. Some people talk about the visual pollution from wind turbines, and the idea that it doesn't look very nice. But I actually think they look quite cool, so I wouldn't really have that as a disadvantage, but there we go. I'm sure you might be able to think of some more as well. Okay, that's enough for that question.